Welcome to Healing Unfiltered. I'm Pamela, and this space is for healing, consciousness, and the journey of becoming. Let's see where it takes us. Welcome back to Healing Unfiltered. So if episode 3 starts something in you, this episode is going to help you understand why. Because once you start noticing your patterns, a lot of people say to me, I know what I'm doing. I know why I'm doing it. So why can't I stop? The answer is simple. Because your body is reacting faster than your mind. So let's talk about that. Most people think healing is just about changing your thoughts. It's not. Because the thoughts come after the reaction. Your nervous system decides first. Your body responds first. Your mind explains it later. So when you freeze, when you shut down, panic, overreact, if you people please or disappear, that's not you being dramatic, weak, or broken. That's your nervous system doing its job. Your nervous system has one main role: to keep you alive. It's not trying to make you happy or fulfilled. It just wants to keep you safe and alive. It scans constantly for danger, and emotional danger included. And here's the key part. Your nervous system does not know the difference between a threat that happened years ago and a feeling that reminds it of a threat now. So someone's tone of voice, even a look, the silence, maybe a bit of conflict, or someone pulling away, your body reacts as if it's happening all over again. That's why your reactions sometimes feel bigger than the situation. They're not about now, they're about then. So let's name what this actually looks like. Most people move between 3 nervous system states. Fight. When you snap, get defensive, angry, irritable or reactive. Flight. When you avoid, you distract. You stay busy, you scroll, you take substances, you run from your feelings. Freeze. That's when you shut down. You go numb. You disassociate. You can't move forward and you can't decide. And freeze is the one people misunderstand the most. Because it's not laziness and it's not lack of motivation. It's your system saying, this feels too much. I'm overwhelmed. And if you've ever thought, I know what I should do, but I just can't, that's freeze. So why is awareness alone not enough? And this is important. Awareness is powerful, but it's not the final step. You can understand your trauma. You can understand your patterns. You can understand your beliefs and still feel stuck. Because insight doesn't calm the nervous system. Safety does. And most people have never learned how to feel safe in their own body. So let me say this clearly. You're not failing at healing. You're not resistant. And you're not self-sabotaging. Your body just hasn't caught up with your awareness yet. And that's okay. Because healing is not about forcing yourself forward. It's about creating enough internal safety that change becomes possible. So I want to give you one small thing to try this week. When you notice yourself reacting, whether you're freezing, shutting down, panicking, overthinking, don't ask, what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong. Ask this instead. Does my body feel safe right now? Then do something grounding. And it doesn't need to be dramatic or spiritual or perfect. Something simple. Like put your feet flat on the floor. Take one slow breath. Name 5 things that you can see. Place a hand on your chest and soften your jaw. Because you're not fixing anything. You're teaching your nervous system that I'm here, I am safe, and this moment is past. That's how regulation starts. With quiet, gentle repetitiveness. And I want you to know something before we go any further. I'm going to give you a concept today. And for someone listening, I know this is going to change your life. And yeah, I know that sounds big. But I know it because it changed mine. So stay with me. The idea of Trinity. Traditionally, is spoken about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But I want you to see that differently. I want you to see it as you. The three aspects of you. The first part is the child. This is your inner child. The part of you that feels everything. The fear, the self-doubt, the anxiety, the excitement, the hope. And when your gut reacts before your mind catches up, that's the child. The child doesn't analyse. The child doesn't reason. The child feels. And most of what the child feels is learned behaviour. And then we have the second part, which is the father. This is your ego, your personality mind, your identity, your name, your story. The ego's job is not to ruin your life, it's to protect the child. It's the shield, the guard, the survival strategist. So when the child panics, the ego jumps in. But here's where things go wrong. Instead of soothing, the ego tries to control. And then the third part is the Holy Spirit. This is your higher mind, your higher intelligence, the part of you that sees beyond the fear. This part of you is not limited to the tiny fraction of reality your ego can perceive. And this is important. You have no business as the personality mind trying to figure out the how, because you cannot perceive 99.99% of reality, but the higher mind can. Its job is creation, alignment, and movement. Now here's where people struggle to receive what they want, whether it's money, love, success, health, a house move, a business, peace, that thing that feels big. So what do? We compensate with effort. We try harder, we grip tighter, and we push more. And that creates resistance, because effort isn't alignment, it's fear in disguise. So let me give you an analogy that will pull all of this together. Imagine the three parts of you are in a car. Your higher mind is driving, your ego's in the back seat, and the child is sitting next to you. You say to the driver, I'd like to go to peace. I'd like to go to abundance. I'd like to go to freedom. And the higher mind says, got it. I've got you. Now here's where things go sideways. The child in the back starts crying. They're scared. They don't recognise the road. They don't see the signs. And instead of soothing the child, the ego panics. So now you start backseat driving. Are you sure this is the right way? I don't see proof yet. Are we lost? What if we should turn back? What if we should stop for a while? And because the higher mind respects your will, because you're all one, it listens. Not because it's confused, but because alignment matters. So now you're slowing down your own journey. And then the real issue is trust. People say it's so hard to detach. No, it's hard to detach because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust that your higher mind knows how to get you there. You're trying to control the entire universe from a fraction of perception that isn't even a full percent. And that's exhausting. And here's the truth that most people don't want to hear. You can't think your way into safety. You can't logic your way out of survival mode. Your body has to experience safety before it will let you change. And that's not weakness. It's biology. So what's the answer? Simple but not easy. It's not forcing the trust. And it's not bypassing the fear. And it's not pretending that your inner child isn't scared. When the child freaks out, the ego's job isn't to fix reality. It's to soothe, just like a good parent would, and let them know it's okay to feel scared. I know this feels unfamiliar, but we are safe. I trust myself. I trust myself. I trust myself. And that's not affirmation, that's reparenting. And surrender feels scary because the ego thinks it's losing control. But control was never real. Safety comes from alignment, not micromanagement. And when you stop backseat driving, you soothe instead of interfere. You trust the destination you've already set. The journey unfolds naturally for you, just like putting on Google Maps. You don't sit down every turn. You just trust that you'll arrive. Your nervous system isn't trying to sabotage you. It's trying to protect a child that learned that the world wasn't safe. Healing is teaching your body that that is no different. And that doesn't happen through force. It happens through consistency. Being gentle with yourself and learning to trust yourself. So if you've been hard on yourself for not changing faster, for knowing better but still struggling, I want you to hear this. Your body has been protecting you for a very long time. It just needs patience, not pressure. So if you take nothing else from this today, take this. You don't need to try harder. You do not need to control more. And you absolutely do not need to figure everything out right now. You just need to stop fighting yourself. Soothe the inner child. Trust the driver. And stay in the car. That's where change happens. So if this brought up anything within you, I've also recorded a short guided meditation to help your body settle and integrate what we've talked about, and you'll find it here on the channel. And in the next episode, we'll talk about why rest and stillness feels so uncomfortable when you've lived in survival mode for so long, and how to learn safety without shutting down. This is Healing Unfiltered. I'll see you next time.